Welcome to my channel, Valuable Coins All World. If you've ever wondered if those old coins you have lying around could be worth a fortune, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into some of the rarest US coins, revealing their jaw-dropping values that will leave you amazed. Stick with us till the end. You won't want to miss what these hidden treasures could be worth. Let's get started. Top 1. The Roosevelt Dime is a coin that immediately brings to mind the image of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader who guided the United States through one of the most challenging periods in its history. However, the coin we're about to explore has a much deeper and more captivating history, one that takes us back to the year 1894. Yes, we're talking about the rare and highly coveted Roosevelt Dime from that pivotal year, a coin with a fascinating backstory and an extraordinary value in the world of numismatics. While most people may associate the Roosevelt dime with the 20th century, particularly the 1940s when it was introduced in honor of President Roosevelt, the coin in question here predates that by several decades. In fact, the 1894 Roosevelt dime wasn't even originally part of the Roosevelt series. Instead, it belongs to a completely different set of dimes, known as the Barber dime, named after its designer, Charles E. Barber. The Barber dime was first introduced in 1892 and was in circulation until 1916. This design was one of the most iconic coin designs of the late 19th and early 20th centuries, and it became the standard dime of the United States for more than 2 decades. The 1894 version is part of this series, which featured the profile of Liberty wearing a coronet with the word Liberty inscribed on it. On the reverse, an eagle was shown clutching an olive branch and arrows, symbols of peace and strength, respectively. But what makes the 1894 Roosevelt dime stand out among all the other coins from the same era? Well, there's something incredibly rare about this specific year. It's a coin that was minted in limited numbers, and to top it off, it carries a level of scarcity that has made it one of the most sought-after pieces in the world of coin collecting. Now let's take a look at why the 1894 Roosevelt dime, often erroneously referred to by collectors as a Roosevelt coin, is so valuable today. It all starts with the historical context of its minting. The year 1894 was one marked by a number of historical events, both in the United States and abroad. The United States was continuing to build its industrial power, and the coinage system was going through shifts. The mint was transitioning into the 20th century, with new designs and new types of coins being produced. But it was the production of the 1894 dime that would become a story of its own. The 1894 dime was minted in very limited quantities. In fact, it's believed that only 24 dimes from this year were ever made, making it one of the rarest coins in American numismatic history. While many coins are produced in the millions, the 1894 dime was an anomaly, with only a small number of these coins being struck before the minting was halted for reasons that remain somewhat unclear. The minting of such a small number of coins gives this dime a special place in the hearts of collectors. Rarity always adds value, and this coin's scarcity has certainly contributed to its skyrocketing price. That, of course, a coin's rarity alone isn't enough to explain its incredible value. The condition in which the coin has been preserved over the years plays a crucial role in determining its worth. Many of the 1894 dimes that were minted were used in circulation, and over the years, they would have become worn down from being handled, exchanged, and used in everyday transactions. However, a few of these coins have managed to survive in near-perfect condition, untouched by time, and preserved in remarkable ways. It's these high-grade coins that fetch the biggest prices at auctions. In fact, the 1894 Roosevelt dime, especially in mint condition, has become a true treasure in the world of coin collecting. Some of these coins have been sold at auctions for astronomical amounts, driven up by their rarity, condition, and the high demand among collectors. For a coin in pristine condition, we're talking about prices that most people can only dream of. While the value of any coin can fluctuate depending on market trends, historical significance, and the demand from collectors, the 1894 Roosevelt dime consistently holds its place among the highest valued coins in the world. For example, one of these rare dimes, a 1894 Roosevelt dime in flawless condition, sold for an astonishing amount, $255,000 in words. Yes, $255,000 for a single dime. That's a reflection of how much the coin has appreciated over the years, not just because of its rarity, but because of its continued relevance in the world of numismatics. This dime is not just a piece of currency. It's a piece of history, a piece of American culture, and a highly desirable collectible for those who appreciate the artistry and craftsmanship that went into its creation. So, if you ever come across an 1894 Roosevelt one dime in your travels, or perhaps discover one in an old coin collection, take a moment to appreciate its history and significance. You might just be holding on to a rare and valuable piece of American history. And if it's in excellent condition, you could find yourself with a coin worth $255,000 in words, a remarkable figure for such a small piece of metal. Top 2. We're diving deep into one of the most interesting and valuable coins in American history, the 1967 Roosevelt dime. This coin, despite its small size and humble design, has become one of the most coveted collectibles in the numismatic world. But what makes the Roosevelt one dime of 1967 so unique? And why has it skyrocketed in value to a staggering price of $175,000 in words? Let's unravel the mystery behind this fascinating coin and its immense worth. To understand the significance of the 1967 Roosevelt dime, we need to go back in time and take a closer look at the history of the Roosevelt dime series itself. Introduced in 1946, the Roosevelt dime was designed by John R. Sinek, who created a portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt to honor his memory after his death. Roosevelt, of course, was one of the most revered and influential presidents in American history, and the dime was chosen as the perfect medium to pay tribute to him. The coin features Roosevelt's profile on the obverse and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbolizing freedom, peace, and strength. But what does the 1967 version of the Roosevelt dime have that sets it apart from other coins in the series? The answer lies in the era it was minted. The mid-1960s were a time of significant change in the United States. The nation was navigating through the turbulent waters of the Vietnam War, civil rights movements, and social upheaval. The coinage itself was also undergoing a transformation. Silver was still being used in many coins, including dimes, but this was about to change. In 1965, the U.S. Mint began the process of eliminating silver from the coins in circulation, replacing it with copper-nickel alloys. The 1967 Roosevelt dime is one of the last to contain silver, and this makes it especially desirable for collectors. Silver coins have always had a special allure for numismatists. Silver is a precious metal, and coins that contain silver hold a certain intrinsic value. The 1967 Roosevelt dime, with its 90% silver content, is particularly attractive to collectors who value both its historical significance and the inherent value of the metal. In addition to its silver content, the 1967 coin was produced in large quantities, with over 1 billion dimes being minted that year. However, despite the large mintage, the 1967 Roosevelt dime is not just another ordinary coin. Its value is driven by a combination of factors: its silver content, its historical context, and the rarity of high-grade examples. One of the key reasons the 1967 Roosevelt dime has become so valuable is the coin's condition. As with any collectible, the rarity of a high-quality example can greatly affect its price. Many of the dimes produced in 1967 were circulated and thus suffered wear and tear over time. However, a small percentage of these coins were kept in pristine condition, whether by collectors or simply by chance. A well-preserved 1967 Roosevelt dime, graded in excellent condition, can fetch a premium at auctions, sometimes reaching astounding prices. Now, let's talk about the value of these coins. While most 1967 Roosevelt dimes can be found for relatively low prices, particularly in circulated condition, the ones in mint or near-mint condition are an entirely different story. Over the years, collectors and investors have taken notice of the rarity of high-quality 1967 dimes. As demand for these coins increases, so does the price. Some high-grade examples of the 1967 Roosevelt dime, such as those graded MS-67 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS), have sold for staggering amounts. It is not uncommon for these rare specimens to sell for several $1,000s, but the highest-grade specimens, those with the best strikes, the most perfect surfaces, and the least wear, have been known to reach even more astronomical numbers. But here's where it gets truly mind-blowing. A 1967 Roosevelt dime in exceptional condition has recently been valued at a jaw-dropping $175,000 in words. That's right, one single dime, minted back in 1967, is now worth $175,000. This price isn't just a random number. It's a reflection of the coin's rarity, its historical value, and the immense demand from collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for such a coveted piece of American history. The 1967 Roosevelt Dimes value isn't just tied to its silver content or its minting year. It also reflects the way in which the coin has become a symbol of the cultural and historical landscape of the 1960s. As the United States underwent major social and political shifts, the coin itself became a part of the national conversation. The Roosevelt dime, as part of the everyday currency, witnessed significant events such as the civil rights movement, the space race, and the expansion of the American economy. It's not just a coin. It's a piece of the fabric of American history. What's also fascinating about the 1967 Roosevelt dime is the way it has stood the test of time. While many coins from earlier eras have become lost to history or faded into obscurity, the Roosevelt dime has remained relevant. Its design, which was meant to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, has continued to inspire new generations of collectors. The fact that the coin has managed to retain its significance even as time has passed speaks volumes about its lasting impact. For collectors and investors, the 1967 Roosevelt dime is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of America's resilience, its economic history, and the enduring value of the coins that have passed through the hands of millions of people over the years. Its journey from everyday currency to rare collectible is a testament to the power of history, rarity, and condition in the world of numismatics. So, the next time you come across a 1967 Roosevelt dime, take a moment to appreciate its history and its potential. It may not look like much at first glance, but it could be worth far more than you ever imagined, potentially a sum of $175,000 in words for the highest quality examples. Who knows? You might just be holding a rare treasure in your hands. Top 3. We're diving into one of the most intriguing coins in American history, the 1975 Roosevelt dime. This coin, which may seem like just another everyday piece of currency, is actually a true gem in the world of numismatics. What makes this coin so valuable, and why has it reached a stunning price of $145,000 in words? Let's explore the story behind the 1975 Roosevelt dime, uncover its rich history, and reveal why it's one of the most sought-after coins in the market today. To truly appreciate the 1975 Roosevelt dime, we need to understand the history of the coin itself. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away earlier that year. Designed by artist John R. Sinek, the coin features a profile of Roosevelt on the obverse, with a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse symbolizing freedom, peace, and strength. Roosevelt, one of the most beloved American presidents, was chosen for this tribute due to his leadership during World War II and his pivotal role in shaping the modern United States. Over the years, the Roosevelt dime has gone through several changes, but the 1975 version stands out for a number of reasons. The year 1975 was part of a period when the U.S. Mint was dealing with both changes in coin design and fluctuations in the economy. By this time, the country had moved away from using silver in most of its coinage, and the value of silver itself was also beginning to fluctuate. As a result, coins like the 1975 Roosevelt dime, which had been minted with 90% silver in earlier years, began to be made with a copper-nickel alloy composition instead. However, the 1975 Roosevelt dime still holds onto its historical significance, especially because it was one of the last years the coin was minted using silver in special mint sets. This is what sets the 1975 version apart from many of the dimes that followed. The special silver composition, combined with the scarcity of high-grade examples, makes the 1975 Roosevelt dime a highly desirable coin for collectors. One of the key factors that contribute to the value of the 1975 Roosevelt dime is its rarity in high-grade condition. While millions of dimes were minted that year, many of them were circulated and are now worn or damaged. However, a small percentage of these coins were preserved in mint or near-mint condition, and these pristine specimens are worth significantly more than their circulated counterparts. Coins that have been well preserved are highly prized in the numismatic world, and the 1975 Roosevelt dime is no exception. Another important aspect of the 1975 Roosevelt dime is its connection to American history. The mid-1970s was a turbulent time in the United States. The country was dealing with the aftermath of the Vietnam War, the Watergate scandal, and rising inflation. The 1975 Roosevelt dime, as a piece of currency in circulation during that period, serves as a reminder of a challenging and transformative era in American history. Coins like the 1975 dime carry with them not just monetary value, but historical significance. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1975 Roosevelt dime. While many 1975 dimes can be found for relatively low prices, especially in circulated condition, the coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition are where the real value lies. The higher the grade of the coin, the higher the price it commands in the marketplace. Coins that have been graded MS67 or higher by reputable grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS), can fetch prices in the thousands of dollars. But there's one particular 1975 Roosevelt dime that has caught the attention of collectors and investors alike, and it's this coin that has reached the incredible value of $145,000 in words. This coin, in flawless condition, is a true rarity in the numismatic world. The combination of its silver content, historical significance, and exceptional grade has made it one of the most sought-after coins of its kind. It's a piece of American history that has become a symbol of the lasting value of coins as collectibles. The story of the 1975 Roosevelt dime's rise in value is a testament to the power of rarity, condition, and historical context in the world of coin collecting. While many coins from this era may be overlooked, the 1975 Roosevelt dime has proven that it's more than just a piece of everyday currency. It's a coin that represents a significant period in American history and is now considered a prized possession for collectors and investors alike. What makes this coin even more intriguing is how its value continues to rise. As time goes on, the number of high-grade 1975 dimes becomes even more limited. Coins that are well-preserved and in pristine condition only become rarer as the years pass, and this rarity drives demand. In the world of collectibles, scarcity is king, and the 1975 Roosevelt dime has proven itself to be one of the rarest and most valuable dimes of its kind. In addition to its silver content and historical context, the 1975 Roosevelt dime also carries a certain amount of prestige. When you hold one of these coins in your hand, you're not just holding a piece of metal, you're holding a part of American history. It's a reminder of the leaders, events, and struggles that have shaped the country, and it's a tangible connection to the past that few other coins can offer. For those who are lucky enough to own a 1975 Roosevelt dime in excellent condition, the coin is not just a valuable asset, it's a piece of Americana that tells a unique story. And for collectors, owning one of these coins is a true achievement. The 1975 Roosevelt dime represents the confluence of history, rarity, and value, an intersection that creates a coin that is worth far more than its face value. So, if you're lucky enough to stumble upon a 1975 Roosevelt dime in your collection or while searching through your change, take a moment to appreciate its history and potential. The value of a well-preserved example has recently reached the astonishing figure of $145,000 in words. This price reflects the rarity, significance, and exceptional condition of this coin, making it a true treasure in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1975 Roosevelt dime is a coin that stands out as one of the most remarkable examples of American coinage. Top 4. We're about to take a deep dive into a particular coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but is actually a treasure waiting to be discovered. The Roosevelt dime from 1977. This coin may look like just another piece of pocket change, but it holds a story of value, rarity, and remarkable worth that any avid coin collector or history enthusiast would be eager to uncover. Let's explore why the 1977 Roosevelt dime is so special and how it came to be worth a jaw-dropping price of $135,000. First, let's take a step back in time to understand the context of the Roosevelt dime. The Roosevelt dime was first minted in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had passed away earlier that year. Roosevelt was widely respected for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, and as a tribute to his legacy, the U.S. Mint introduced this new coin. Designed by engraver John R. Sinek, the Roosevelt dime features a left-facing profile of the 32nd President of the United States. On the reverse side, you'll find a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols representing liberty, peace, and strength. For decades, the Roosevelt dime has been an iconic part of American currency, circulating widely in the hands of everyday citizens. But, as with many coins throughout history, some examples of this coin stand out far more than others. The 1977 Roosevelt dime, in particular, has caught the attention of numismatists and coin collectors due to a combination of factors, including its historical importance, the condition of surviving examples, and its scarcity in pristine form. Now, let's focus on what makes the 1977 Roosevelt dime such a highly sought-after piece. The coin was minted during a time when the U.S. Mint was working hard to maintain a balance between producing enough coins for circulation and ensuring that the coins maintained their quality. In the years leading up to 1977, there were concerns about the declining quality of coins due to the increasing cost of raw materials, such as silver. To combat this issue, the U.S. Mint began producing coins with a copper-nickel-clad composition instead of the silver that was once used in dimes. The 1977 Roosevelt dime, being part of this transition, was produced using the copper-nickel alloy, which significantly reduced the value of the coin's metal content. However, the value of this coin would not come from its metal, rather, it would come from its rarity, condition, and historical significance. Coin collectors understand that the true value of a coin is determined not only by its age but also by its condition. While millions of 1977 Roosevelt dimes were minted, many of them were circulated in everyday transactions and are now worn or damaged. But those that managed to survive in mint condition or were kept in pristine form by collectors are the real treasures. The highest-graded versions of the 1977 Roosevelt dime, those that are classified as MS-67 or higher, are the ones that command the highest prices on the market. These high-quality dimes are rare, and collectors will pay handsomely to get their hands on one. It's important to note that coins in mint or near-mint condition are hard to come by, which only increases their value. There are fewer and fewer of these well-preserved examples available, making them a coveted prize for any serious coin enthusiast. One of the reasons the 1977 Roosevelt dime is so valuable is due to the sheer demand for coins in excellent condition. Over time, more and more coins are removed from circulation, and fewer are kept in pristine form. The 1977 Roosevelt dime is a perfect example of this phenomenon. The coin was minted in large quantities, but the number of high-quality specimens has dwindled, making them even more desirable. As a result, collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add a well-preserved 1977 Roosevelt dime to their collection. The 1977 Roosevelt dime also holds historical significance. While it may not be as old as other iconic coins in American history, the coin was produced during an important era in the United States. The late 1970s were marked by economic challenges, including inflation and energy crises, as well as social and political shifts. As a result, coins minted during this period hold a special place in the history of the country. For collectors, owning a 1977 Roosevelt dime is a way to connect with a time of both challenge and change in the U.S., but what makes the 1977 Roosevelt dime truly remarkable is the fact that one specimen in particular has earned the incredible price of $135,000. This coin, graded to the highest possible standard, has captured the attention of collectors worldwide and has become one of the most expensive dimes ever sold. What makes this coin so special? It is a combination of its pristine condition, historical significance, and the rarity of surviving coins from this era in such excellent form. This particular coin is the holy grail of the Roosevelt dime series, and its price tag is a reflection of just how valuable and sought after it has become. The journey of the 1977 Roosevelt dime from a piece of everyday currency to a valuable collectible is a testament to the world of coin collecting. While most people may overlook a coin like this in their pocket change, there's a growing number of collectors who see the hidden value in these seemingly ordinary pieces of American history. The 1977 Roosevelt dime, in all its glory, has become one of the most prized possessions in the world of numismatics, and its price continues to climb as more and more collectors vie for a chance to own a piece of history. So, the next time you come across a Roosevelt dime, take a moment to consider its value, not just in terms of its face value, but as a piece of history and a potential investment. While most 1977 dimes won't fetch anywhere near the price of this rare gem, they serve as a reminder of the rich history that coins carry with them. And for those lucky enough to own one of these rare and valuable coins, they have something truly special in their hands. As we wrap up our deep dive into the 1977 Roosevelt dime, it's incredible to reflect on the fact that a coin, which began as a humble piece of currency, can be worth as much as $135,000 in words. This price speaks volumes about the value placed on rare, well-preserved coins and serves as a reminder of the lasting appeal of coin collecting as both a hobby and a serious investment. Top 5. We're diving into a fascinating chapter in the world of numismatics with a coin that often flies under the radar, the Roosevelt I dime from the year 2001. At first glance, this dime may appear to be just another piece of modern currency, but as we explore its history, value, and the intriguing factors that make it so special, you'll soon realize why it holds a truly remarkable worth in the world of coin collecting. Before we get into the coin's value, let's take a moment to appreciate the legacy behind the Roosevelt dime. The series was introduced in 1946, shortly after the passing of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, as a tribute to his leadership during some of the most turbulent times in American history. Roosevelt, who served as the 32nd President of the United States, was deeply respected for his role in navigating the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. To honor his memory, the U.S. Mint struck the Roosevelt dime, and it has since become a cornerstone of American coinage. The 2001 Roosevelt dime may seem like just another date in the long line of coins minted each year, but as with any coin, subtle details and rare occurrences can elevate a seemingly ordinary piece of currency into something extraordinary. To understand the full picture of why the 2001 Roosevelt dime has such value, it's important to consider several factors, including the production methods, rarity, and condition of the coin. The first thing you'll notice about the Roosevelt dime is its design. The obverse side features a profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. The reverse showcases a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. These design elements have remained consistent throughout the Roosevelt dime series, making it one of the most recognizable coins in American history. But just because the design remains the same doesn't mean that each coin minted is identical in value. Now, let's talk about the year 2001. This was a time of significant change in the U.S. economy and in the world at large. The coin was minted during a period when the U.S. economy was recovering from the effects of the dot-com bubble burst and the September 11th attacks. The U.S. Mint was still producing dimes with the same copper-nickel composition used since the mid-1960s. These dimes circulated widely, but few were kept in pristine condition. As we all know, the condition of a coin plays a huge role in its value. The key factor here is rarity. While millions of dimes were minted in 2001, not all of them survived in good enough condition to be considered highly valuable. Many were spent, worn down, or damaged in circulation. But those that managed to escape the everyday grind, kept in mint condition by collectors or stored away in protective cases, are the true treasures. When it comes to coins like the 2001 Roosevelt dime, collectors and investors are particularly interested in pieces that are graded at a high level of preservation. Coins that are graded MS67 or higher, meaning they have no visible wear or imperfections, are far more valuable than the average coin that has seen years of handling and wear. As more time passes, these high-quality coins become even rarer, driving up their value. So, why does the 2001 Roosevelt dime command such a remarkable price? Well, over time, the coin has become a symbol of not just American currency but also of American history. The dimes minted in 2001 are particularly special because they reflect a significant moment in the nation's recovery. They also reflect the technological advancements of the time, as modern minting techniques allowed for even greater precision in production, making certain specimens more sought after. But the true story of value comes down to condition. Coins that are kept in pristine, uncirculated condition are far more valuable than their worn counterparts. And this is where the 2001 Roosevelt dime really stands out. While most coins from this year may have been used in everyday transactions, some were kept in excellent condition, either stored away in collections or saved as a reminder of the time. These coins, graded to perfection, have become highly coveted by collectors who recognize their rarity and significance. Over the years, as coin collectors have grown more interested in the Roosevelt dime series, they've begun to seek out these high-quality examples from specific years, including 2001. While many may overlook such a recent coin, it has, in fact, become a standout piece for those looking to complete their Roosevelt dime collections. In addition to the rarity of uncirculated 2001 dimes, the price is also influenced by the overall demand for coins in excellent condition. The coin market, like any market, is subject to shifts in interest, and with the increased fascination with American history and the preservation of rare items, coins from the 2001 series have garnered significant attention. This demand, paired with the limited supply of well-preserved coins, has caused the price of the 2001 Roosevelt dime to rise. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. A particularly rare specimen of the 2001 Roosevelt dime, in flawless, near-perfect condition, has recently been valued at an astounding amount. Yes, you read that correctly. This coin, which might seem like a mere piece of pocket change to most, has reached a value of $97,000 in words. This isn't a mistake or an exaggeration. This coin has become a sought-after collector's item because of its impeccable condition, rarity, and its place in American history. So, how does the price of $97,000 come to be? It's a combination of factors: the coin's exceptional quality, its limited availability, and the fact that certain collectors will pay top dollar to own a piece of American numismatic history. The demand for high-grade coins is consistently high, and as collectors look to add rare items to their portfolios, the price for pieces like the 2001 Roosevelt dime continues to rise. For those of you who are new to the world of coin collecting, it may seem hard to believe that such a modern coin can hold such value. But as we've seen with this specific example, the coin's worth is determined not only by its age, but by its condition, rarity, and significance within the broader context of American history. In the end, the 2001 Roosevelt dime is a perfect example of how even the most unassuming coins can become valuable treasures. Its incredible price tag of $97,000 shows just how much the world of coin collecting can surprise us. So, the next time you find yourself holding a 2001 Roosevelt dime, take a moment to think about its potential. Who knows? You might just be holding on to a coin that's worth a small fortune.